Hi guys, it's your Mooregirl and welcome back to my channel. Well guys, I am here to bring you good news. Okay, I'm at week 7 today. Are we going to do VSG today? We're going to talk about weight loss and what I eat. So I'm bringing you to my kitchen just to show you what I eat and how I prep my favorite meal. Yes, you guys know I'm pescatarian and I recently went back to chicken. The reason why is because I need the extra protein, and since my tummy is so small now, I need more protein in that I can fit in, so that's the reason why I went to chicken. It's taken a while to get used to it, but today is week 7 post-op VSG surgery, which is vertical sleeve gastrectomy. That is how you pronounce it, I believe. So I'm going to start with stats. All right, so let's start at the beginning. High weight in May, 266. Surgery weight was 246. And last week I was 229.8. Today I am 227.0. So it's almost 3 pounds in a week. Guys, that has been the longest stall ever. Booty still there. I still got that Kim Kardashian booty, but yes, it's still there. But yes, shoulders, you can see my bone now right here. Shoulders is coming down. I wore this because I said going to go to the gym later on today, but I wanted you to see how I am shaping up like this. I still got a lot of tummy right here to work out. I have been, since I got cleared to go to the gym, I've been hitting like cardio, aqua, so I won't have too much cardio in one time. And now since I can do some sit-ups and some leg lifts, I will incorporate that also, whatever classes. To me, I'd rather go to classes because in a group class, you're there together, you're having fun rather than by yourself on the treadmill or in some of the weights. One one exercise I do is the hip abductors, and you sit in a chair, you go like this, and that helps me get my curves. You can see my curves here, so I noticed when I did an exercise years ago, it curves my hips this way. So this is probably where this is coming from. So I'm so happy. I was going nuts last week. I was so upset. I'm like, how I'm doing all this with no exercise? They said, we told you, you're condensing, you're shaping, and then your weight will come off, the pounds will come off. So, okay. But what I did this time, I changed my diet. So I did this thing was a process of eliminations. So that's what my chica did a couple years ago. So just eliminate what is not agreeing with you. So what agrees with you may not agree with me. I can't tolerate sodium. You could probably eat the soup. I couldn't. So I noticed when I had my clear liquids, I was a pound a day. As soon as I went to soft, it stopped. And as soon as I incorporate soups and dairy, my weight stopped. So I'm like, that must be the problem. So last week, what I did was introduce veggies. So now I'm doing veggies and I'm doing chicken, fish, chicken, salmon, and I just started shrimp a couple days ago to see how it tolerates. And also with this, since we have new sleeves, stomachs, it's called sleeve, we had to see what we could tolerate. Last week I couldn't do the cauliflower. So I introduced one thing at a time. One time I did chicken, then salmon, then shrimp. So I'm trying to keep it to the basis of that and stick to that for at least a couple more weeks. So I started increasing my vegetables. So another thing, I started looking at the keto. I kept seeing people eating bacon and burgers and stuff like that. I'm like, I can't eat that stuff. And I won't eat that stuff. I won't put that stuff in my body. A couple of people introduced bariatric keto. Not quite sure what that is. But I guess it's because as a bariatric, we still need our protein. And keto, I think when I was reading, is fat, protein, carbs. But I increased my protein. I lowered my cholesterol because I noticed, and I always keep a log. So guys, keep a log. I use the one from the Samsung. Even though it's Samsung app, I still use it for my iPhone. And I used to have it when I had sort of like their Fit Gear. So I still download it for the iPhone, even though it's Samsung, because I like the fact that you can take pictures of it. And I'll leave a description of what it is. I mean, I think this app is still available. So again, when I kept looking at the app, I always looked at what I had in the past few weeks. So I noticed that my carbs was like 50 grams. Even though it was vegetable, it was 50, and my fats was about 25 because I was trying to avoid the fats, and then my protein was about 45. So last week, what I did, I made sure my protein was between 60 to 80. I increased it, and I'm gonna show you what I use for that. And then I also added more poultry and fish. Okay, so when I added more poultry and fish, and then I added some of these veggies that also contain protein, and I also with, you know, mushrooms, they still have protein. So even though it depends, there's no starchy. I know there are simple and complex carbs that you should and should not eat. I don't do anything that is starchy. I don't do anything. I stopped the potato, no cauliflower, and of course I don't do breads and stuff like that. So that stopped, you know, prior to the surgery. We cannot even incorporate that for a while anyway. So I'm going to show you what I use for breakfast. The first thing I use, and another thing I stopped, a lot of us use the pre-made shakes, you know, the protein shakes. When I went last week to my bariatrics, the PA was like, be careful of those. That's why they your doctors want you to use their products. And first I'd be thinking you probably get a cutback. But you know what? One thing she realized, to be careful with all the protein shakes that you get, you know. So what I do now, I just got the powder, and I use this one here, and I use muscle milk. Okay, so even though some of these do contain milk, it's suitable for most individuals sensitive to lactose. So I use that, and this has 32 grams of protein in it. So 2 scoops is what I have. So 32 grams, I'm already halfway during my meal. Then after that, I put in PB2. This is, oh my gosh, this is good. This is like that powdered peanut butter. You know, instead of using peanut butter, it's the powder, and that way it gives me that nice shake. I used to, and she gave me a recipe for like banana, the PB2 powder shake and milk, and I said, you know what, I eliminate the bananas, because remember, banana are carbs, and even though a lot of things are fruits and veggies, they do contain carbs. Not they said they're bad for you, but I eliminated the carbs. So I eliminated that of the carbs. I eliminated my banana. So then this here is 85% less fat calories. It has only 2 grams of sugar, and it has 5 grams of protein. So again, 32 plus 5. Then I use my almond milk, unsweetened. Make sure, guys, you get unsweetened. We don't need any additional sugars. So this is what I use. This is a lactose-free and soy-free. Only 40 calories per serving. I only use 4 ounces and 4 ounces of water. Put it in my shaker and just shake it up. I used to put it in a one of those Nutra blenders. I stopped that because it was so thick I couldn't get it all down. So I keep it kind of just liquefied, just like a little thicker than the water, and it's easier for me to, you know, to drink it. So again, this is what I use: powder peanut butter, PB2, water, 4 ounces, and that is breakfast. So from there, and if I do get a little hungry, what I also do is I make batches of grilled chicken, salmon, shrimp. I put them in the refrigerator. I cut them up. So if I just want 1 ounce of it, if it's like 2 hours later, I get a little hungry, or when I work out, I'll take a shake, let this settle at least a couple hours, go give myself enough time before I go to the gym, and then I'll go to get a piece of salmon or a piece of chicken, anything that's protein. So when I go to the gym, if I need a little extra protein before I work out, I'll just go to the refrigerator. I have them already pre-made, and then I just have my protein. Okay, so I'm going to show you the other veggies that I eat. All right, now what I use for veggies, oh, look how gorgeous this is. Look how, it's amazing, amazing, guys. So I like my veggies. Some people say, well, I don't eat vegetables. Learn to eat vegetables. It's like what we tell children. Okay, asparagus. I try, like I said, again, I try one thing at a time, you know. So I tried asparagus. It went down fine. Fresh string beans. Okay, I don't eat canned foods. I barely eat frozen. I like all my stuff fresh. And I got that when I started juicing years ago. I don't buy frozen stuff. I know some of you guys probably don't have the time, or your moms, you have time to make this. What I do is try to batch this stuff even on like a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday afternoon when you have free extra time. And I do sort of like a food prep. So I have these, I grill. I make homemade string beans. Brussels sprouts. You guys be like, Brussels sprouts, learn that you like, I like Brussels sprouts, you know, and I cut them in half, and sometimes I use my I don't think you can see it back there. I use my grill. It's sort of like a Cuisinart, similar to a George Foreman, and I grill. So I'll cut these, grill. These, I have cilantro because I'm going to make guacamole. It's humongous avocados. See how big this is, guys? This was only 88 cents. This is one thing about Vegas, has some cheap veggies sometimes. So this, I'll make this with some guac, and I didn't get a tomato. Not sure about tomatoes. I haven't tried a tomato yet. My peppers, I take these, all different colors. I like all different, I ran out of the, I forgot to get the green ones. And I slice these down. Again, grow veggies. And also when I do my chicken, I cut them up, and I'm gonna show you, it's a delicious dish. Again, my avocados, garlic. I like the ones that's pre-done. You know, they already peeled garlics. They come in a little packet, so this is so much easier for me. And of course, broccoli. This is the first time I'm trying broccoli. I got a really small crown because my nutritionist says broccoli can be gassy. So I only got a small one to try. So to dinner, what I'm gonna do is make wings. I got my chicken wings already, cold water, you know, and then once they're nice and clean, what I'm gonna do is season them, and I'm gonna show you what I do. I'm gonna cut this up and show you what the dish looks like. Throw it in the oven. It is awesome. I showed it on my Facebook, so I'll show you a picture of how it looks at the end once I prep everything up. Okay, guys? All right, guys, so I have all my ingredients that I will be using. Okay, one thing I love is, I don't know if you ever use these Grill Masters. Just watch the sodium. It's 250 milligrams, less than 1 carb, 0 fat, 8 calories. Okay, it's sort of like a marinade, and this is the tomato, garlic, and basil. Grill Masters, this actually was only $1. So I mixed this with the low sodium. It's low sodium chicken broth, beef broth, whatever you want to use. There is no rhyme or reason. You could put like a cup in it. I just pour it in so I have enough, maybe a little more than a cup. I don't measure that. I don't have to. It's not a certain recipe. This is what I have here. So then I just take this, just pour it in. Sometimes I add olive oil to it to add that extra fat. All right, so I got my whisk. So I'm just gonna whisk it so it can mix up, that's all. And basically what I wanna do is just marinate everything in it. Let's make sure it's all mixed up. And it's the broth instead of the water because it'll already have that flavor. Okay. So what I'm going to do is add all my veggies first. So I'm just going to chop the ends off the Brussels sprout. They already cleaned. I'm only adding about 6. You can add whatever veggies you want. I'm telling you, this is amazing. My onion. I love onions. I love red onions. So everything is pretty much just chopped up. And I like mine big because I like to actually eat the onions. This is not just for seasoning. I actually eat the veggies. So I cut these just like this. This is how big I cut them. Each of my peppers. Okay. I have a few mushrooms. Okay, I have 5. All right, and basically I'm just cutting the mushrooms in half. I like mine's big. You can slice it if you want. But like I said, I want to taste all my veggies. Basically, that's it. So I kind of like to marinate everything in here. Okay, peppers, mushrooms, And I'm also going to take asparagus. I took just some from the bunch. Put them in here. I'm going to do the onions at the end. So I'm going to take all of this and just, hands are clean, just kind of marinate it all together so we're going to have the flavor throughout. Now, if you want to add any additional, sometimes I'll add Mrs. Dash, you know, no salt, you know, for that as well. So this is nice and marinated. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Guys, this smells so amazing, especially, oh, let me add a little bit of garlic. All right, so I'm gonna add my garlic. I could cut my garlic up, but I am not gonna cut my garlic because I like garlic. So again, I'm just gonna put them in here, marinate this. Okay, all right. I'm gonna use another bowl. I'm gonna pull these out, put it in an empty bowl because I want this at the top and I still have my marinade. Okay. And sometimes you want to cook your chicken first and then add the veggies on top. You know, it's up to you. You can cook your chicken for, it's chicken wings. It's not going to take but so long, but you can put your chicken wings on for like maybe 45 minutes and then put the vegetables in and stir it up. Okay, so you don't want yours, some vegetable like the peppers, you don't want them to get too soft, so you don't want to cook for like 2 hours or anything like that. So I have my chicken. Basically, I'm putting the chicken in here. All right, so I am going to keep this. People marinate this, I cook in it because it's the seasoning. It's not really a marinade, it's actually a seasoning. So it's not a marinade like some of the other ones are where you just take them out and bake it. This is actually the master. I didn't do the broccoli because I did the cauliflower. So the broccoli, I'm gonna wait for another dish. I took my pie plate. If you have something bigger, use that. And basically, I'm going to pour the whole thing in there. Onions, don't forget my onions. Okay. Okay. So basically, my chicken is here. First, make sure they're even. This is why I use 6 pieces of chicken at a time because I'm using my pie plate. And I have my veggies. I am going to pour on top. Okay. So again, you guys can cook your stuff first. I just like mine in here. If you need, you don't need any more broth because you know your chicken's going to make plenty of broth. So plenty of juice. So that's what it looks like. The only thing I have to do is pop this baby in the oven. So I have all my veggies. So this meal will last me 6 chicken wings. I eat 1 chicken at a time, 3 times a day or 2 times. This is actually 2, maybe 3 days. I would say 2 days, maybe 2.5, 2 days and like maybe 2.5 days. You know, because sometimes one time I had it for breakfast. You know, I got it, popped the protein in, went to the gym, had my protein shake. From there, got a, you know, half a piece of chicken, popped it in, ate it, good. Or I'll pop these out, like let me have this with a chicken or a Brussels sprout with a chicken, or I'll add some mushrooms to it. Guys, that is it. And I'm going to show you what my other one looked like. All right. All right, guys. So I wanted to show you what it is. And I'm going to show you the other one that I did the other day and show you what it looks like when it's cooked. It smells amazing already. So guys, try that out. And it's not that many calories. I think a chicken wing, when I looked it up, was barely 100 calories per baked chicken wing. And make sure you take the skin off. I cooked mine with the skin because of the juices. And remember, when you eat them, just take the skin off, okay? And it just smells amazing. It tastes so good, especially when you're veggies, something like this. You could just, instead of having like a beef stew, you have a chicken stew. You pop it out, put it on a small saucer. There you go. And also measure, because I have, you know, I have where I weigh my food. So basically our stomachs are only about 4 ounces. So that's all I can eat. I don't just throw it in a bowl because it's going to be a waste of food for me. So I always pre-measure, you know, my foods. And I guess that's it. So again, total weight loss, I think it's just a couple ounces shy of 40 pounds from my highest weight, which was in May. For my surgery, it's like, I think 0.6 ounces or 0.5 ounces shy of 20 pounds. All right, guys, I can't wait for next week to see. Hopefully, like I said, this star wall that I broke continues this week. Last week was almost 3 pounds. It was a shy of, I think, 0.2 ounces. I'm hoping the same results for this week. So again, I'm going to keep my same routine, my same foods, and see what happens. And if I know if it comes down again, then I know what my problem was. I had too many carbs, not enough fats, and my calories is only about 600. I try to push my calories up a little bit because one time I was only at 200 to 300. So now I'm pushing it to like 560, maybe 600. You know, they said do not go over like 900 to 1,000. There's no way I could eat 900 to 1,000 calories because basically each meal is usually like an ounce or two of chicken or fish, and it's usually about maybe 1 or 2 ounces of veggies. Okay, so there's no starch. It's veggies, and then it's poultry or fish. Whatever you use, veggies, protein, that's it. And it's usually half and half. So again, this is working for me, guys. So again, guys, I know we all struggle with weight, and I'm doing what I can. See if I can help you just come with a recipe that's healthy for you, that tastes good and amazing. All right, guys, it's your Mooregirl. I will see you probably in a couple days because I have some DIYs to do. All right, guys, it's your Mooregirl, and I will see you later.